God says, my beloved soul, hear me clearly because heaven is moving on your behalf.
Archangel.
Michael himself has spoken, and the words echo through eternity. I am sending someone into
Your life.
not just anyone, but a soul chosen, refined, prepared, and assigned to walk with you in this very season. For so long you have been asking, Lord, when will I no longer walk alone?
When will Someon
Stand by me, not to use me, not to betray me, but to love me, honor me, and understand the
depth of my spirit?
The answer has been written in the heavens, and now, heaven is preparing to bring it to pass. Archangel Michael says your prayers were never lost. Each tear that touched your pillow was not ignored. Each silent cry when no one else was watching reached the throne of God. And now the response comes not in whispers, but in a divine declaration, I am sending someone. This is not about coincidence. This is not about chance. This is about destiny, carefully orchestrated, woven by the hand of the Almighty. Child of God, understand this. Heaven does not send ordinary people into
Extraordinary lives.
When God has chosen you, He will not permit just anyone to walk into your sacred space. That is why you faced loneliness. That is why you faced rejection. That is why those who pretended to love you eventually showed their true faces. They were never meant to stay. They were stepping stones, lessons, mirrors, and shadows. But now Archangel Michael declares that the season of shadows is ending, and the season of divine companionship is beginning. There is someone prepared with keys in their spirit, keys that unlock laughter you forgot existed, keys that open doors of trust you thought had rusted shut, keys that light candles in corners of your soul where darkness had tried to linger. This person has walked their own valley, cried their own tears, and carried their own crosses. And because of that, they will not play with your heart, they will protect it. Listen closely. The reason this message is reaching you right now is because your spirit is ready. God never sends blessings to unprepared hearts. You thought you were broken, but heaven says you are positioned. You thought you were too late, but heaven says you are right on time. Archangel Michael has been circling your name in heaven's chambers, whispering, this one has endured. This one has stayed faithful. This one has walked through fire and not burned. It is time to release what they have been waiting for. Beloved soul, heaven is preparing to surprise you in ways you cannot predict. The one who is coming into your life will not come with masks, lies, or half-truths. They will come clothed in authenticity, carrying a spirit of peace. You will not have to beg for their attention, because their eyes will already see you as heaven sees you. You will not have to fight for their loyalty, because their soul has already been anchored by divine assignment. You will not have to question if they love you, because their actions will echo louder than any words. And I must tell you this, when this person steps into your life, it will feel strangely familiar. It will be as if you have met them before, even if it is for the very first time. That is because heaven wrote your name side by side long before earth introduced your bodies. What is coming to you is not new, it is ancient. It is destiny reuniting two souls that heaven designed to complement each other. You see, Archangel Michael has been protecting you for this moment. Think of the relationships that crumbled suddenly, the people who walked away without explanation, the friendships that ended unexpectedly. At the time, it hurt. At the time, it broke you. But now you will understand, it was protection. Heaven removed what would have destroyed you so that you could be available for who will restore you. This person being sent will not drain you, they will fill you. They will not silence your dreams. They will fan them into flame. They will not compete with your spirit, they will align with it. When they pray, your spirit will feel safe. When they smile, your heart will breathe again. When they stand beside you, you will know you are no longer carrying your battles alone. This is the difference between those who were sent by man and those who are sent by God. Archangel Michael whispers, "You will know them by their peace. Not by their money, not by their looks, not by their words, but by their peace. When they enter, storms will calm. When they speak, anxieties will quiet. When they touch your hand, your soul will recognize, this is the one heaven promised." Beloved, you are standing at the doorway of divine connection. God is not only answering your prayers, He is exceeding them. You asked for someone who would not hurt you. Heaven is sending someone who will heal you. You asked for someone who would stay. Heaven is sending someone who was born to remain. You asked for a companion. Heaven is sending a destiny partner. Hear me, and let your soul awaken. Archangel Michael has already gone ahead of you to remove the counterfeit connections, the distractions, the false promises, and the empty words. He has drawn a circle of fire around your life to ensure that no one unworthy crosses into this new chapter. What is entering now is pure, refined, handpicked by God Himself. You must prepare your heart. The blessing is not in the future, it is near. The shift is not someday, it is unfolding. Your spirit already senses it. That strange stirring inside you, that sudden hope rising in you, that unexplainable peace even when nothing in your life makes sense, it is the sign. It is heaven's whisper saying, get ready. I am sending someone. And when they come, you will finally understand why you had to wait. The loneliness will make sense. The heartbreak will make sense. The silence will make sense. Because what is being sent now will be worth every tear, every delay, every lonely night. Archangel Michael says, do not doubt, do not fear, do not question. Receive it. This is not a mistake. This is not coincidence. This is your time, your moment, your divine appointment. And the heavens are rejoicing, because your name has been called. When heaven prepares to send someone into your life, the entire rhythm of your days begins to change quietly without you even realizing it. You begin to feel a strange stirring in your heart, like a melody that is half remembered yet deeply familiar, as if you have heard it in a dream long ago. Archangel Michael is speaking now, and he wants you to know that God has already chosen the one who will walk beside you in this journey of destiny. This person has been carved out of light and molded through trials, so that when your souls finally meet, you will not only recognize each other, but you will also understand why every season of loneliness, every night of tears, and every unanswered question had to happen first. It was all leading here, to the arrival of this divine companion. Archangel Michael says, you have been asking God if anyone truly sees you, if anyone truly understands the language of your heart. And the answer has already been released. God is sending someone who will not just see you but will see into you. Someone who will not just hear your words, but will hear your silence. Someone who will not just love your smile, but will wipe away your hidden tears. This is not just romance, this is covenant. This is not just partnership, this is destiny alignment. My beloved, understand this carefully. The arrival of this person is not an accident. It is a heavenly appointment written before your birth, sealed in the chambers of eternity, and now being revealed through this message. Do not think it's strange that lately you have felt restless, as though you are waiting for something unnamed. That stirring is the whisper of heaven preparing you to receive. You may have felt people fall away, conversations dry up, doors close, and even friends distance themselves, and though it hurt, Archangel Michael says it was heaven making room. For when this person enters your life, they cannot walk into a space already crowded with what does not belong. God has been rearranging the stage so that when they step into your world, the light will fall upon them clearly, and you will know without confusion that this is the one you were promised. Listen closely, for Archangel Michael says, this person will carry something that feels like home. When you are around them, your spirit will quiet itself. Your thoughts will no longer race. Your heart will not panic. Instead, you will feel a peace that words cannot describe. This is how you will know. For where I, Michael, walk, there is peace, and the one God is sending to you is covered in peace. You will not have to chase, you will not have to beg, you will not have to question, for this person will come with a fragrance of God's timing. Child of heaven, do not rush. Do not let impatience trick you into believing you are forgotten. The truth is that God has been saving you from counterfeits, from temporary faces who smiled, but did not carry eternal weight. The waiting was protection, not rejection. The silence was preparation, not punishment. And now the heavens are opening, the angels are aligning paths, and your name has been spoken into the ears of the one who is on their way. Yes, Archangel Michael says, they are already thinking of you without knowing your face. They are already praying for you without knowing your name. They are already being pulled by a force they cannot explain, because destiny is guiding their steps toward you. You may not understand how heaven works behind the veil, but picture this, in another place. Right now, this person is feeling the same stirring you are. They may not know why they feel restless. They may not know why they cannot settle with anyone else. They may not know why the doors they tried to force open would not stay open. But you know why. Because God has reserved them for you, just as He has reserved you for them. 2 lives, 2 stories, 2 journeys, being written separately for years, now being prepared to be woven together as one divine testimony. Archangel Michael says, this union is not about what you want only, it is about what heaven has designed. For when you come together, blessings will multiply. Where one was weak, the other will be strong. Where one was weary, the other will be encouragement. Where one lacked, the other will overflow. And in that balance, God will be glorified. This is why you had to wait. This is why others failed. This is why the story seemed delayed. Because God was writing something that could not be rushed, something that had to be sealed with His own timing. So when this person arrives, do not doubt it. Do not sabotage it with fear. Do not push them away thinking you are unworthy. For heaven has already declared, you are worthy. You are chosen. You are loved. And this person is not coming to take from you, but to add to you. Not to drain you, but to water you. Not to diminish you, but to multiply the light already inside you. Remember this truth as Archangel Michael speaks. You will not lose yourself in this love. You will find more of yourself. For this person will celebrate your gifts, uplift your spirit, and stand guard over your destiny the way heaven stands guard over you now. Beloved soul, the time is closer than you think. The doors are opening even as you watch this. The angels have already gone ahead to prepare the path. And Archangel Michael is holding this moment in his hand, telling you be ready. For the one God is sending is closer than the breath you breathe. You will know them not by fireworks, but by peace. Not by the noise, but by the silence that feels safe. Not by confusion, but by clarity that feels like home. And when it happens, you will weep with joy, for you will finally understand why you had to walk the road you did. Every heartbreak, every delay, every lonely prayer, it was all leading here. There are moments in life when you feel as though the heavens have grown silent, when your prayers seem to rise but no answer descends. Yet what you do not see is that in the silence, God is carefully rearranging the pieces of your life. Archangel Michael comes forward to whisper that the silence was not rejection but preparation, and in that preparation, heaven has chosen someone to be sent directly into your path. This person is not random, not by chance, but aligned with divine orchestration. Their presence in your life will not simply fill space, it will complete a missing chord in the symphony of your destiny. You may not realize how much you have been waiting for them, but heaven knew. Heaven saw your tears, the nights when you questioned whether anyone would truly understand you, and so the heavens have declared, it is time. This person is not just coming to love you, but to heal you. They will arrive like a calm breeze after a long storm. When they enter, you will notice that suddenly the chaos inside your heart will soften. The racing thoughts, the doubts, the weight of your past disappointments, they will all begin to lose their power. For this person carries within them a divine assignment, and that assignment is you. They have been prepared in their own journey, just as you have been prepared in yours. Like two rivers that ran separately but were always destined to meet, your lives are flowing closer and closer, and soon the meeting point will arrive. And when it does, the heavens will smile. For prophecy fulfilled is always a reason for angels to rejoice. Archangel Michael reveals that heaven has been protecting you from counterfeits, from those who appeared promising, but would have wasted your time, drained your energy, and broken your spirit. This is why certain people had to leave, certain opportunities had to collapse, certain doors had to close. You wondered if those rejections meant you were unworthy, but the truth is that they were divine protections. For what is meant for you cannot be taken by anyone else, and what is not meant for you will never satisfy your spirit. Michael leans closer and says, "Do not grieve the ones who left. Do not chase after what dissolved, for what is coming carries the weight of heaven's blessing. The person you are about to meet is heaven's answer, not man's invention." Picture this: you are walking into a season where every step will feel guided. A simple phone call may connect you, a sudden introduction may shift everything, a seemingly small invitation could lead to a lifelong bond. What feels accidental will be angelic. Archangel Michael is already arranging the threads. Imagine a weaver at a loom, pulling threads together, making a picture that only makes sense at the end. Right now, you see tangled strings. Soon, you will see the masterpiece. And the centerpiece of this masterpiece is the person God is sending. Not someone temporary, not someone shallow, but someone who sees you, honors you, and stands beside you through every mountain and valley. Do not mistake this for ordinary romance. No, this is divine partnership. Heaven is not sending you someone just to share laughs and walks under the stars, though you will have those. Heaven is sending you someone who will walk into your calling with you, someone whose prayers will strengthen you, whose faith will ignite yours, whose presence will remind you that you are never alone. This is not about finding someone to survive with, it is about finding someone to thrive with. And as you thrive together, others will be blessed, for the love between you will overflow into the lives around you like streams watering a dry land. Perhaps you wonder, am I ready for this? Michael answers, yes, you are. Every trial you endured, every heartbreak you suffered, every lonely night you survived, it was shaping you, cleansing you, sharpening you for this very connection. The person coming into your life is not perfect, just as you are not perfect. But perfection is not what heaven has promised. Heaven has promised alignment. Heaven has promised authenticity. Heaven has promised a union that reflects light instead of shadows. The kind of connection where silence feels safe, where words are not twisted, where trust is not broken but built. This is what heaven has been preparing. Do not think that you are unworthy of this gift. You are chosen. And because you are chosen, heaven is intentional about every detail. Archangel Michael has been guarding your heart, even when you thought no one cared. He has been standing at the door of your soul, ensuring that what is unclean does not enter, so that when this person comes, you will be open, ready, and able to receive without fear. This is why you had to wait longer than others. This is why you had to endure loneliness that felt unbearable. This is why you sometimes questioned whether heaven heard you. Because what is precious requires preparation, and you are precious, and so is this person who is coming. Heaven did not want to rush what needed time. And when they come, you will feel it. Do not expect a thunderclap or a lightning strike. Expect something gentler, but undeniable. It may be the way they look into your eyes and you feel safe, as though they see past your words into your soul. It may be the way their voice calms you, like water flowing over stone. It may be the way you laugh without effort, or the way their presence feels familiar as though you have known them all your life. Do not dismiss it. Do not question whether it is too good to be true. For when heaven fulfills a promise, it often feels surreal. Trust it. Trust that Archangel Michael would not deliver this message if the time were not already near. This person has also been praying for you, even if they do not know your name. Yet, they have been asking heaven for someone who understands them, someone who will not take advantage of their kindness, someone who will love them not for their possessions or status, but for who they truly are. Their prayers and your prayers have been echoing in heaven, and God, in His mercy, has decided to intertwine your destinies. That is why Michael says, "It is time. Time for the waiting to end, time for the longing to find fulfillment, time for your paths to
converge. So open your heart. Do not let past pain sabotage présent blessing.
Do not let fear convince you to shut the door when heaven knocks. The angels are standing, ready to walk this person into your life, but they need you to believe. They need you to open your spirit and say, "Yes, Lord, I am ready." When you do, heaven's timing will accelerate. What might have taken years could take weeks. What might have taken months could take days. For faith does not just wait, it invites. Archangel Michael concludes with this truth. What God sends into your life is never half-hearted. What God sends is complete. This person is not just a partner, but a destiny companion. Together, you will reflect heaven's design for love, a love that builds, a love that heals, a love that overcomes.
And so you are.
Asked to prepare, not by striving, not by searching, but by opening.
Open your heart. Open your spirit. Open your trust.
For heaven is sending someone, and when they arrive, you will understand why it never worked with anyone else before. Because this one was chosen, not by you, but by God. Listen, my beloved one, this moment you are standing in is not ordinary. This is not just another passing hour, another routine day where you carry the same burdens, think the same thoughts, and whisper the same quiet prayers hoping someone in heaven is listening. Right now heaven itself bends toward you. The courts of angels are attentive, and Archangel Michael has stepped forward because God Himself has signed a decree with your name written upon it. This decree carries with it the weight of destiny, the promise of new companionship, the unfolding of love, and the healing of wounds you thought would remain
open forever.
You have walked through valleys of loneliness, seasons where betrayal left its shadow, days when trust seemed impossible, and nights when your pillow was drenched with tears you told
no one about.
But God saw every tear, He counted every ache, He remembered every moment. You felt unseen, and today He says through His messenger, "It is enough. A new chapter has begun." Archangel Michael is not just speaking lightly when he says someone is being sent into your life. Heaven does not speak in half-formed words. What is declared in the Spirit will manifest in the earth. This person will not come to take advantage of you. They will not come clothed in sweet words, while hiding knives in their heart. No, this one is appointed, handpicked, sanctified through fire. Before being allowed to stand before you, they will not be perfect, for perfection is not of this world, but they will be an answer, a balm, a bridge, a destiny partner who helps carry the weight you've been carrying alone for so long. You have asked, Lord, when will I no longer be the only one fighting these battles, facing these storms? And God answers today now. Now I send reinforcement.
Now I send someone who will hold your hand when the wind rise.
Now I send someone who will not run at the first sign of difficulty, but who will stay rooted, committed, covered in the same grace that has covered you. Do you feel it? The stirring inside your spirit, the way your heart beats faster as these words wash over you? That is confirmation. That is heaven's stamp. Because deep down you already knew you were created not for endless struggle, but for divine companionship. The Word says it is not good for man to be alone, and though this has many layers of meaning, it also reveals God's tender heart toward you. He has watched the long nights where silence was your only companion. He has seen the way your spirit longed for someone who truly understood.